Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs. Hey Jim,
Hey,
what are you doing?
I was waiting for some music.
There's no music today.
Really?
Well, we have our
What did we
typical
do wrong?
intro. Because we have a sponsor on, so we can't play some of that music when we have a sponsor on
I
our
knew
show.
that.
So
I knew that.
so sometimes we can't play it, and that's the reason why.
Okay,
You know,
that's good.
but yeah, it's all right. It's all good.
All right.
We have the original intro that people were listening to. So
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a special edition today.
yeah, it's the Reddit special.
The Reddit special.
Yeah, we did it about a month ago or
Yeah,
so.
we did.
It was fun.
Very successful.
Yes, very successful. So we're bringing it back.
So we're going to be answering some questions that people have sent us via email. Some questions, concerns, threats of violence. I'm only kidding.
No
And,
more violence.
No, we got some, and we'll have some answers for you. I have some suggestions for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the first ones we got here, it's called a new deck. Well, great. Where's my mind the gutter? New deck.
New deck.
Builder said going to set posts and cement. All right. So basically, we have a guy who basically had a deck that was built. 400-foot square rectangular, was built before he moved in, and definitely not to code.
Mm-hmm.
And the posts are rotting at the footing.
Mm-hmm.
The deck is elevated about 5 feet, 5 inches. The builder said that he used 6x6 posts, okay, in cement,
Bad.
and set 18-inch deep, located southeast.
Bad.
Should I be looking elsewhere at a builder that anchors the posts on top of the concrete footing? Question mark. Am I being over paranoid that the post should be anchored on the top of the footing or encased? And the correct answer is on top, not encased.
Ding, 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 ding.
Back in the
Yes.
day, way back. in
Oh,
the
way,
day,
way back. Yes.
you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the way chemicals have changed, and because of there's no vapor barrier, that's why it is put on top of the cement.
And by on top, he means on that post anchor,
There's a
which is actually even raised up about another inch and a half
right.
off of the cement footing, so it does not rot.
That's right. So it creates a vapor barrier. You don't want wood directly on cement.
No,
because that's
or
why.
in cement.
Right. Even though it's pressure treated and it lasts a longer time, it's not made with the old arsenic and all the carcinogenic chemicals that it
Mhm.
used to be.
Yep.
Because those will last 100 years. These don't. Pressure treated will eventually break down. They just last longer than regular wood when it's exposed. So you have to keep that in mind. And with that, yes, the posts are only 18 inches down. They should actually be deeper than that.
Yeah,
depending
I
where
would
he lives.
think so. Even in Southeast, though, because they can get some cold temperatures and
Mhm.
stuff. So, I mean, I would suggest, up here in the Northeast, we have to go down 42 inches, and it has to be a 12-inch round sonotube that goes down to a Bigfoot down at the base, which is 24 inches wide. So that's so
not
there's
national.
no
That's not national.
that's not
though.
national. No.
That's where we
So
are.
that's a heave type prevention
Mhm.
thing. So they don't want the posts to be able to heave up out of the ground,
Right.
which when they were down at 42 inches, it wasn't heaving anyways.
No, ain't
but-
going nowhere.
I mean, I think if I lived in the Southeast and I was doing a deck, I would go down 36 inches.
Just to play it safe.
Yeah, just to play it safe. So
Yep.
it's not going to go anywhere. I
gotta
mean, you don't
probably
have
hit
to,
sand.
you don't have to do a big footing at the base of it, but that's what I'd recommend. And also, I'll tell you too, I mean, and this is the case here in the Northeast. I'm sure some other building departments do it as well. But you could probably go down to the building department and ask for a handout on decks and the codes.
Yeah.
So you can double check exactly what they're saying should be done. And then you'll know if you've got the right builder or not,
Mhm. Yeah.
in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Because 5 feet, 5 inches, it should be, you got plenty of airspace.
Yeah.
You got air going that's flowing through that,
Yep.
which is great.
Yep.
So that is the answer. It's Simpson makes the fasteners that go on top of the cement, and they're specifically designed for posts and for cement pylons, which you have, and you can't go wrong. And so on top, not inside. Okay,
I agree.
there you go,
There you go.
and that's the way it is.
All right.
Okay,
So we got another one here that says we're in a home that was built in 2016, 3-sided brick, but one side is cement siding. Interesting.
Hmm.
How often should you repaint the exterior walls, window trim, etc.? Also, how often should decks be restained? Appreciate your input.
okay. So a couple things there.
Mhm.
Usually, average 7 to 8 years. But
For the exterior.
for the
Yep.
for the painting
Yep.
exterior. But it also depends on your environment. You got a lot of trees around your house. Are you near wetlands? Do you have a lot of moisture, a lot of humidity? Are you flat out in the sun most of the day, that's wear and tear on your material. It wears out differently. So what some people don't even notice, they don't notice their house. They just, they forget that they have rot. And I've noticed that on houses too. So it's really good to just inspect your house in the spring. Inspect your house in the fall. Do you have water runoff hitting the house? Are your gutters full? Are your gutters not working properly? You got water running onto the house? That's a situation right then and there. Brick, mortar joints, check those, but that should hold up pretty good. Cement wall, there's certain paint for that. I apologize. I got a little laryngitis here.
Sorry, you sound good.
Just stay on it. See what you got. But that was the answer, right? 7-8 years?
Yeah, 7-8 years. And deck's probably about a little bit more often than that.
Again, depends on wear and tear.
Yep.
And check with your local painter and your environment to see what you need, what kind of stress your deck is taking.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. You want me to take this next one here? All right. This one cracks me up because I can tell you exactly where he bought his flooring from. I recently received 800 square feet of engineered hardwood, which was supposed to be random lengths between 2 feet and 7.5 feet. It arrived, and of the 6 boxes I have opened, all of the planks are 7.25. The boxes are labeled random length, but seem to not be. All from the same lot, so I assume the rest is as well. It looks amazing, but I can't help but feel like it will be very challenging to make the floor look natural without an obvious pattern. Of course, main concern is my hallway living room, which have a 33-foot length. Is it worth trying to return, or should I keep it since fixed length seems to be more expensive anyways? Did I get lucky and not realize it? If I do keep it, how should I lay this out so that there are minimal patterns? Thank you. So we've talked about this before on the show. There are, how do I want to put this? There are discount stores, flooring stores that will offer exactly the same stuff that you can get at, Home Depot or Lowe's or another flooring company. And usually the issue is with the random length flooring. The reason why they can do it so cheap is because it is all the same length. Typically I'm used to seeing them on the shorter side, not the longer side.
Right.
But when you go through a regular flooring supplier, you're going to get the actual random lengths. And I would also be concerned, if I was you, about the obvious pattern it's going to cause, because if they're all the same, you're going to have to lay them out and they're going to have to be spaced, roughly around the same.
Yeah, you should basically have a pattern of like 3 or 4 courses.
But he wants that random length look. But if you don't have random length boards, you can't do it.
It's not going to work.
No.
What I would do, well, if you're in a pickle and you open up all the boxes and they're all the same size, you got a problem. So I would go back to them and just say, listen, this is what I got. Take at least 2 or 3 boxes back, and I need random lengths. I know it's not from the same lot. But what else can you do?
There's nothing else you can do.
They can't. First of all, I'd make the phone call. Yeah. And I would tell them, this is what you gave me. What can I do? If they have it from the same lot, and that's great. If they don't, they should take it back.
Yeah, they should.
They should definitely take it back.
Yep.
You didn't even install. You open up a box and it's like,
so it's all the same length. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
No, I'd definitely bring it back too.
Yeah. So try that first. Give them a phone call.
Nice.
And if it let us know how it works out, because if it doesn't work out, I'll make a phone call. I'll make it happen for you. You don't want to piss me off.
Yes. All your consumer needs, you contact Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got
Don't make me come down there. Because you will pay for my gas.
Right.
And you will get me a cup of coffee.
Oh, nice.
Right.
All right.
And then we'll talk about your knuckles. See how well they work. Or don't.
Or don't.
I'll get you your flooring. Don't worry.
All right.
Okay.
Relax.
Don't get me started.
You want to do this next one? This is up your alley. Install vinyl plank flooring first, or paint the walls and trim.
Very interesting. Vinyl.
I think it depends on who you're asking.
Okay, so here's the situation. I just had this situation, and it really ticked me off.
All right.
But all right, if you're doing vinyl plank flooring, it's different. If you are putting down a hardwood floor and you were staining it and polyurethaning it, then you got an issue. So what you do is this. You paint your baseboard that's going to go down. You can put your flooring down first. Actually, I'm sorry. Back up. Before you put your floor down, paint your ceilings, paint your walls, and you can paint your trim.
Yep.
You could take your baseboard, which is going to go on the flooring after you put the vinyl flooring and you put the baseboard down. Take that baseboard and paint it in the garage or paint it in the basement. Get a coat on there.
Just one
coat.
Yep.
Put your vinyl flooring down. Get it all locked in. Then put your baseboard up. And wherever you nailed the baseboard, fill it in with some hole filler. Caulk the baseboard to the wall. Little touch up on your baseboard, and you are done. Ta-da! You'll be very, very happy with that.
Now, if you're Jimmy or another professional painter, you could probably put the floor down first, then paint. Probably get nothing on the floor.
If I did that, and if I had to do that because of things, just logistics, we always put Ram board down. You can buy it at Home Depot or Lowe's, or you can also buy it at like a paint store. It's a thick cardboard that rolls out, and you can put that out. You can put that on vinyl. And there's certain tapes that they have that work to hold it down. I will tell you again, people, and I'm seeing a lot of this, and you're going to regret it. If you're putting down something to protect your floor, especially a wooden floor, do not use blue tape.
Right.
Get the frog tape, the yellow tape, or the green tape. And that only can stay down for a minimum of like 7 or 8 days. And then you're going to change it out, or you will have tape marks on your floor. Okay. So that you don't want to do that. You'll be very upset.
Yep.
Okay. How's that?
That was good.
Good.
Yeah, I like that. All right. We will return right after a quick word from our sponsor.
Let me just say right off the bat, fastgrowingtrees.com/behindthestuds. That's what we're talking about. I'm pulling the trigger on it.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm ordering my trees.
Nice.
It's the season. It's the best thing to do. You can order them online. They ship them to you. You don't have to put them in your car, put them in your truck. You got no dirt. Boom. Order them. Get them to your house. Now's the time. Barbecues are coming up. Patio. Everyone's going to have fun. Get them in the ground as soon as possible, as soon as the frost is over. And these trees are amazing.
I absolutely agree. You know, I got a palm tree last time.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, I got a palm tree. And of course, it wasn't doing well. My wife was having a little trouble with it. So she did make the phone call to the care specialist. Yeah. They helped her. They gave her some advice. Sure enough, it came back to life.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You got customer service. You got everything going for you.
Yep.
And you just order them and it shows up.
And it shows right up.
Best.
Absolutely. So I would highly recommend them. Get all your trees, the different trees and plants that you can get, whether you're looking for privacy or shading or just something decorative on the lawn. They've got everything that you might want.
That's great. So if you order now, you get 15% off of fastgrowingtrees.com/behindthestuds.
So you got to make sure you put in that /behindthestuds. So again, fastgrowingtrees.com/behindthestuds and 15% off your entire order.
Try them out now. You won't be disappointed.
Share with your friends.
And a big thank you to our sponsor. Now, back to the show.
This one is also right up your alley. It's more about paint. This is a pretty interesting question, though. I just moved into a home that was painted professionally before move-in. The walls are clean and paint job is well done. However, I hate the color. Do I need to clean, prime, and paint again?
Depending on
repaint?
Sorry. It depends. Anything? Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off?
No, I'm done.
Well, if you're going to go with a color that's kind of similar, lighter, or you're going to go a little bit darker, you should be all right. You don't need to prime. But if you're going to go with a burgundy, or if you're going to go with a non-OPEC color like a forest green or something like that, you're going to have to prime the walls again.
Yeah.
And you would tint it gray or the tint of that color that you're going to put on. But if it's pretty close to it, like if you're going from a white to a gray or a gray to a white, excuse me, you should be fine. You should be fine. You don't, because it's all clean. You can paint right over that. You should have no problem.
Yeah.
If it's trim, that you're going to redo, if you're going to do redo trim,
Mm-hmm.
it usually it has a finish to it. It's either a semi-gloss or a gloss, or it could be even an eggshell. You want to just take a light sanding sponge and just scuff it up just a little bit. You want to open up the molecules of the paint. So when you put the paint on, it'll set into that coat. If you don't, eventually it'll peel right off like a grape.
Wow.
Yep.
And that would suck.
Seen that happen.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So this next one's a little interesting. I don't necessarily know if I get it, but maybe you will. Is concrete necessary to lay vinyl plank over tile? And then he goes on to say, what's the reason for the concrete other than leveling the floor? And is it necessary if the floor is already leveled? So I don't know why you would need cement to put down vinyl plank. You could just use wood.
Right. If on top of cement.
I think he's trying to go over the tile. So he doesn't want to take the tile up, but he's asking about pouring concrete on the tile.
No. You don't have to do that.
No.
What you want to do, the vinyl flooring that he's got should have a vapor barrier on it.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, if your vinyl planking doesn't have a vapor barrier on it, which I don't think many of them do not anymore.
Yeah, I think pretty much most of them do come with the pad on them at least. Yeah.
If not, you can actually buy a pad. It rolls out. It's a polyurethane pad. It gives you more of a vapor barrier to it, more cushion. It'll give you more cushion. And you can put the vinyl planking right down on top of that. You should have no problem. That floor, though, depending on the tile, it has to be, how can I say it? If it has like a stone wood edge to it,
mm-hmm.
this is good.
Okay.
Because I ran into this problem before.
Okay.
If the tile is flat with regular grout lines and it's not raised tile at the grout, so it's a nice smooth surface, you should have no problem putting down a pad and the vinyl. If you have raised tile that has like bumped up edges, you are going to want to do like a floor leveler.
Mm-hmm.
You want that thing smooth as glass. You don't want any bumps, because I don't know what kind of vinyl flooring you're going to buy.
Right.
If you're going to buy vinyl flooring that costs $1.69 a square foot,
run.
You are in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
That will not lay right. It'll pop away, and you will.
You'll hate it.
You'll become an alcoholic, and you will leave your family, and you'll live under a bridge.
Is that how it happened?
That's basically what happens.
All right.
So, with that in mind, smooth level surface.
Yeah.
Go with that. Then you can go from there.
Nice.
Hope that answers your question.
I think it does.
All right.
There
you go from an old man.
This one also cracks me up. Sounds like they're from California. We recently completed a whole home remodel. As part of it, we have some kitchen backsplash that goes up onto the ceiling in the bay window. Okay. When our contractor was doing it, he said he decided to use Gorilla Glue construction adhesive because it was easier than holding the tiles up until they adhered to the thin set. I just trusted that he knew what he was doing. But am now started to wonder if I should be concerned about the long-term effectiveness of it after finding a few other spots where the fit and finish wasn't quite up to my expectations. I've never seen anybody use Gorilla Glue to hold up tiles. Have you?
No, but
no.
I already know the solution to that, which he could have done, because he's putting it on a ceiling, right? Correct?
Right. Yeah. But it holds.
Yeah. So what he could have done, especially if it was mosaic tile,
right,
which would have been easy, he butters it up. He could have buttered it up with the thin set,
which is explain buttering.
Oh, so basically you flip the tile over and you take your trowel and you butter it. You butter
you put the thin set on the backside of the tile, and
Mm-hmm.
then you already have the thin set on the ceiling.
Yeah. So when you stick it, you've just sucked it right to the wall.
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
So what he could have done is he could have laid that whole tile out, that section, taken a piece of Luan,
mm-hmm.
put that on top of it,
yep.
and used two zip poles.
Yep.
Like I have the zip poles.
Yep.
And that would have held secure till tomorrow morning. Easy.
Right.
Wouldn't move, wouldn't do nothing.
No.
But not so much maybe Luan, maybe like 1/4-inch plywood, rip a piece of 1/4-inch plywood, and that would hold it. Not a problem whatsoever. Yep. You would need somebody to help him. Trying to do that by yourself is a yeesh.
It's a little tough.
Yep.
But definitely can be done. Yeah. And no.
That would have held.
Gorilla Glue is not something
No.
that we keep in our tool belt or
Not on tiles.
toolbox or
No.
anything. No. So yeah.
So what does she do now?
I mean, I personally would just leave it for right now
Until it starts to fail.
until it starts to fail, and then the whole thing.
Just chip it away and then skim coat it.
Yeah.
And put it back up. Do something
Yeah,
different.
exactly. But
Okay.
if it's holding for now, hold it.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I would look, you know what? I would look on the Gorilla Glue and see what it would hold, what it will do,
Yeah.
what it won't do.
It probably says right on there, not to be used with tile.
I have to share this with you because this was a freaking nightmare. And this was my fault. And I knew it in the back of my head. It wasn't going to work. I thought about it. It wasn't going to work. And it didn't. Put in one of those vinyl tub surrounds.
Yeah.
So I just went with the material that was on there before, which we ripped off glued Luan.
Yeah.
So we tore that off, put new Luan up, right? And it says right on it, Loctite, right? For tubs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Read it very carefully because it says on most woods, Luan is not your friend.
Wow.
We stuck it up there. Next morning, popped right off.
Wow.
So Luan does not work with Loctite.
Interesting.
Luan will work.
Yeah.
But you came up, we talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
Old school, which would have worked. But I also bought the PL3, PL300,000, whatever it is. it's an adhesive. It's a construction adhesive.
Yeah.
Sticks to anything. So I put that on. You put it on the correct way when you're doing a bathroom. You have to look at the directions because it tells you how to adhere it to the back of the vinyl wall when you stick it to the Luan or when you stick it to any surface.
Yep.
It's got to breathe when you stick it on there. And then I put some braces up and it held. If you didn't have that, and if you were still nervous, you can take compound, throw it on the wall, big splat, and just press it and pat it with a rubber mallet, let it spread out, and that will hold it.
Yeah.
That will hold it.
Yeah.
But I would use the PL 3000 or whatever it is. And
3 million.
Yeah. That should do it.
Yeah. It's a good product. Loctite.
Yeah.
I mean, PL.
The PL, but the Loctite, but that if you were a do-it-yourselfer, oh, you lose your mind.
Oh, you'd be pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd be pissed.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got one more here.
All right.
So looking to add a 15 by 15 sunroom on the corner of our home that is internal to the footprint roofline. Currently, this space is a covered patio that we plan to add a deck and enclose. Local building department is advising that I will need 18-inch brace wall, sheathed floor to ceiling, vertical sections on the 2 exterior walls. How do other sunrooms meet code while still achieving wall-to-wall windows?
Wall-to-wall windows.
Yeah.
Well, that's a totally different animal than I would.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you got to span 15 feet, there's no beam that's going to hold that.
Well, glass is very strong up and down.
Yeah.
It has some strength to it.
Yep.
And it's got to be tempered.
But I think I would.
God, that's so heavy.
Yeah. I think I would separate them, though. If you've got 15 feet, you can throw like one post in the center.
Every 8 feet.
Yeah. And then, just if it's done right with trim and everything else,
It's
it'll
nice.
look like it's one.
You'll never
long
see the
window.
post. You'll
Right.
never see it.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would add some more support.
Yep.
Seems
In
like
the
a
center.
long run.
Yeah. So what did the building inspector say again? What?
He didn't say anything. Local building department is advising that I will need 18 inches for a brace wall, sheathed floor to ceiling, which obviously you do.
Plywood.
Yeah. And then vertical sections on the 2 exterior walls. I'm not sure I understand what that means.
Vertical extensions.
So that's a post
Yeah.
straight up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the exterior walls.
On the exterior walls. Yeah, because that's where the windows are going to be.
Yeah. So you're gonna have one on each side.
You're going to have one on each side, but then I would definitely put 1 or 2 in the set, in the middle.
What's the length
somewhere.
again?
15 feet.
Oh, one in the center.
1 in the center.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you could probably do that.
And you're good.
Yep.
You got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I mean,
You'd be happy with that. That would meet code.
yeah, that would.
It's a lot of glass.
It's a lot of glass.
It's a lot of dead birds. They ain't gonna see it. They're gonna bang, Charlie. Oh my God. It's a lot of glass. But that's beautiful, though. It sounds beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's going to look great. It's going to look really good.
I saw the funniest thing.
What'd you see?
I saw a bluebird
Mm-hmm.
fighting with itself. It was hitting the glass. It saw its reflection.
Uh-huh.
So it's flying,
Yeah.
bang, hitting the glass. Bang,
Yeah.
hitting the glass.
Yeah.
Wild turkeys do the same thing.
Yeah.
They'll go up to a car and they'll see the reflection in the door and they'll peck at the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've also heard that the bluebirds, when they do that, when they come and keep hitting your window, they're either showing off for a female or sometimes, and I don't know how they know this, but I actually read this. They said that they're trying to get the owner's attention to show them like that they need more bird seed or something like that.
Yeah.
Because we've got bluebirds, we got a bluebird house right in our backyard, and we always have tons of them around. And as of late, probably in the last year or so, they started whacking the windows. And they'll just come right up and just keep hitting it and hitting it.
Or they're incredibly stupid.
Yeah. Well, I got a dog like that.
Oh, we love your dog.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Does your dog like look in the mirror and go, "Oh, you get out of my
No, it
yard"?
doesn't. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
No. But you put a dog on TV, she goes ballistic. Ballistic.
You know how you can tell if your dog is smart?
No.
Take a towel and put it on its head.
Yeah.
If they just stood there with the freaking towel on their head and don't try to shake it off their head, they're stupid. True.
Does that work with people too?
Jesus.
I would love somebody to put a towel on
You don't
my
even
head.
have to put a towel on
Yeah.
some of these people's head. They're just gonna walk by and go,
Yep.
"Oops." Yep. Unbelievable.
Oh boy. All right, sir. What else you got?
The most handsome son of a bitch award goes to today, Hugh Jackman.
Ah, damn it. It was close.
Yep. I got to tell you though, do you ever feel like some days when you accomplish something, that you feel like you're, oh my God, I'm a handsome son of a bitch. Like when you do
I
shit
don't know
around
about the
house,
handsome part, but yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
I'm just a handsome son of a bitch. And then you turn the corner and there's your wife going, "Hey, Jackman, jackass, take the trash
Yeah,
out."
right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. And a big thank you to our sponsor, Fast Growing Trees. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everybody, please visit their site, fastgrowingtrees.com/behind the studs.
Get my white pines, baby.
Nice.
Here they come.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.